Hi everybody. Well, as I've said before, no doubt, Jack. Lots and lots of Jack. And if you're getting sick of Jack, although he's such a gorgeous boy, I must say, even though he's mine, and of course I'm going to think that, but I do know that he is an extremely gorgeous boy. But yeah, it's Jack at the moment who very much wants out, and we're all understanding that or should be at this point, because you are aware that it is breeding season, and that's all that is really on Jack's mind. But this video is a little bit about, how do you care for snakes? But in the same way, how do you treat a snake? And we care for snakes by giving them a home, which that is Jack's home. We care for them by having heat, and I use heat panels, and as you can see, it's not on at the moment because it's warm, obviously, and the thermostat, which you all need if you're running heating. I have two connected to Jack's because he has floor heating, so he has one for his floor heating and an iStat which runs his heat panel. You'll need that, guys. Essential. Do not run heating unless you have thermostats to regulate. Snakes will burn, especially on floor heating. By the time their brain, it's almost like a little child putting their hand on something that's hot. It takes their brain a little bit longer to register, that's hot and my finger's burning. Us as adults, we're a little bit quicker, and we will remove our hand before it gets to that degree. But snakes don't. So be aware of that. They'll lay on that heat mat and they'll burn, and a burn can be deadly to a snake. It gets infected very easily, and once a severe infection sets in, it can be very unlikely that you're going to get on top of it. Of course, then we have water for them, and that's pretty basic. And of course then we feed them. Are you going to go out the back door? Jack, do you think you are going to go outside? It's gotten a bit chilly, sweetie, today, and it hasn't been exactly what I would say a beautiful day outside, but probably could have gone out earlier, but we didn't. So there you go. We feed, water, heat, give them shelter. That's the care of them. But there's more to it. That's just the care, the basic care. And when I say, how do you treat your snake? Well, it's a whole different thing. And that is with a lot of respect for what they are. Not what they're capable of in terms of they could kill me, they could bite me. Yeah, you have to respect the fact that they could bite you and hurt you. Absolutely. Me, not so much. I don't really give that a great deal of thought when I have my snacks around me. Tessa maybe, but not Jack. Certainly not Lily. really, it's only Tessa and Sia that I have that kind of thought process going on. But these big guys, no, I don't. I really do not give it a lot of thought at all, because they know me and I know them. They have a whole lot of trust with me. I have a whole lot of trust with them, and that's how we work together. But when I say treat your snake, apart from the respect, there's a lot of love. How do you love a snake? How do you do that? Yes, this is my list that I have to make of dates and times and stuff, of videos that I've done, otherwise I get lost. And you'll see there's some Tessas there, and a recent one of Sia I haven't put up yet, but I've actually edited and it's ready to go. How do you love a snake? Just like I just did. Jack was at his door telling me he wanted to come out. So what did I do? I opened the door and I allowed him to come out. That is, you might see it as taking care of a need, and something that he's telling me that he wants me to do. Oh, absolutely. But it's also me showing him that I love him, and that I care about him and I care about what he wants. And I opened the door. I handle my snakes in a way that I know will be comfortable for them. I'm not flippant about it. I know what each of my snakes like or don't like, and they're all different in that way. You know, I understand that Jack, he likes for me to give him a lot of support when he's coming out of his enclosure, and he knows that I will do it. That's me showing Jack that I care and I love him. I know where he wants to go. I know what he likes to do. I keep my eye on him and I help him along the way. You know, Jack is a bit of a lazy dude at times. Thanks, buddy. And he will get so far up here and he'll stop. He'll just stop. And that's because he knows I'm right there behind him and I'm going to be ready to support him and help him get further up. He just knows it. And that's all about how to treat your snake. I know it sounds like, well, that's caring, isn't it? No, I don't believe it is. I think when it comes to snakes, they're two different things. Yeah, a lot of people care for their snakes, but it's how they treat them that can be a big difference for me. My snakes are not objects. They're not my belongings. I don't own them. I just care for them. And I treat them like a pet. Because that, to me, is exactly what they are. Now Jack wants to go up there, of course. And, sorry, so hard to wangle the camera and him at the same time, of course. And I will slowly but surely get him going, but it's hard one-handed because, sorry, I'm going to use my or other hand, I think his belly, sorry guys, his belly is still a little bit sensitive after that terrible shed that he just had. I don't want all those things flying off, so a lot of them are going to, I think, because of this buffy end that he has here. But yeah, there's a big difference between just caring for a snake and how you treat your snake. So much more to it, and I'd like to see more people treating their snakes as a part of their family and as their pets. Of course, care for them and make sure those needs are being met, but very much treat them as you would love them, as any other animal. And I think that's very important, because you know, they might be a snake that you're breeding, and that's why you got that snake, because you know, you had this male and you wanted this particular female and so on. Yes, that is all a part of it as well, but in between that, you know, there's so much more to them than the fact that they were attained to breed. They're an animal first, and they do have feelings first. Yeah, right now, all Jack wants to do is breed. You know, he doesn't care about his water, his food, where he's actually sheltering. He could care less about any of that. He only cares about finding a female. But I'm acknowledging that as well. I'm letting Jack come out. I'm letting him go for his little wanders. I'm letting him have time with Lily. I'm doing what I can for him because I'm acknowledging how he should be treated. So, anyway guys, treat your snakes well. If you do, you get a lot of love shown back, and a lot of respect comes back your way. You'll have a snake that the last thing it will ever do to you is have a go at you or turn on you, and that's the truth. So, you take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and of course, all your animals. Ciao.